Hello and welcome to Middle Splits protocol training video. For this video you need enough space on the ground to do the splits and you need enough space on the wall to do the splits. Let's get started. First you're going to get into a Cossack Squat position, one knee bent, one knee is lengthened, and we're going to do 10 sliding squats. When you do these sliding squats, you're trying to keep your butt as low to the ground as possible, but it's understandable. You might need to stand up. And if that's the case, you might need to hold on to something, and that's okay too. Next, we're going to do a standing pancake for 2 minutes. Get into a wide stance, and then fold over. Let your weight drop to the ground. And just stay here relaxed. Taking some nice deep breaths in and exhaling. You'll feel a stretch behind the knees. You can grab onto your ankles to pull yourself down, or you can have your hands flat on the ground. You can even reach back behind you to get a good stretch. Either way, keep your knees locked and you should feel a nice stretch, not pain. Remember to breathe. And exhale. On the exhales, you're allowing your muscles to lengthen so you can deepen your stretch. Try not to fidget. Try to stay focused on your body and your muscles and very aware of your breath. A little bit of discomfort is okay, but no pain, and we want to know the difference between the two. Good. Slowly get ready to come up. And now we'll get back into the sliding squat position, one knee bent, one leg straight, and we'll go for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, point the toe, 9, and 10. Now we're going to have the right knee bent with the left leg straight. On the bent leg, you want to have vertical shin. Your toes should be pointed out, and you want to actively push your knee out using your elbow so you can have your arm in the inside of the bent knee. Your butt is settled down onto the ground. And you're just going to stay here for a while. This is a frog sit on one side. We'll hold this position for about another minute. Keep your chest tall. Push your knee out. We want a vertical shin on the right knee. Follow your breath. Good. Almost there. Relax into the stretch and feel the muscles start to relax. Now we'll switch sides. Right leg is straight, left knee is bent, and we'll do the same thing on the left side. Push the knee out using your arm inside of the knee. The hand in the back is supporting you. So you might want to have your right arm behind you with the elbow locked to support you in a very upright position. But left knee is bent and the shin is vertical, and you're thinking, I'm sitting tall as I can. This would be a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Focus on your breath. And on the exhale, allow the muscle to lengthen even more. Your right toe should be pointed. Good work. Almost done here. Now we're going to get ready to move in just a little bit. You're going to switch to pigeon stretch, bending the right knee, and the left leg is straight behind you. It's important in this stretch to get your hips square and try not to lean towards the right knee. Try to stay with both hip bones evenly pointed towards the ground. So you might need to hold yourself up with your arms so that you don't shift too much to the right side. We want to stay over the ground and not shifted. Ideally, the foot is in front of you and it's towards the center of your body. But in some cases, the foot needs to be shifted over more towards your left side, and that's okay. Make your chest tall. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And you'll feel a nice stretch on the side of your right glute and perhaps your hip flexor on the left leg. Deepen the stretch by exhaling slow and relaxing into the stretch, keeping your chest tall. And now we'll switch sides. You can go into a middle split and then shift over so that now your right leg is extended and your left foot is going to be in front of your chest, down the center of your body as close as you can make it. Left knee is bent. Once you're in your position, get your chest tall and support yourself with your arms as much as you need to. You can also use yoga blocks for support. The goal here is to have squared hips. We don't want to be leaning to the left. You want to stay upright and tall. Breathe in and exhale. Good work. Keep up that slow, steady breathing that connects you to your body and visualize your right hip flexor releasing. Good job. Slowly come out. And now we're going to move into our next stretch, diamond. Bring your feet together. Bring your crotch as close to your heels as possible. And then pull your knees down with your muscles. Arch your back and lean forward, slow. You might feel a big stretch in your inner thigh, your groin. So take it easy. Inhale and release. Give your body time to get used to this stretch, and when you're ready, you can take the stretch deeper if it feels right. Pull your knees apart with your muscles. Good job. Almost done. This is a 2-minute stretch, so we're here for a while. Final few breaths in and release. Now let's move into our next stretch. We'll do a child's pose position first to relax. So, bend your knees and lean forward into child's pose. Your knees can be wide or they can be together, whatever feels right. But just settle down with your forehead touching the ground and relax into this position, giving your body a little rest from all that hard stretching you were just doing. Good. Now you can come out. That was a short 30-second stretch. And you're going to need some cushions, perhaps, for your knees. You also need space on the wall for this. So if you need cushions, you can pause this video or grab them right now. If you don't need them, that's fine, but these sliders help my knees slide out, so I use them. And then you can bring your feet against the wall, and ideally your knees and your hips are in line. We're going to slowly let the hips sink towards the ground with the knees spread wide. We're holding this 2-minute frog. You might feel a big stretch in your hip flexors and hip area. So take it slow and imagine that your muscles are melting so that your hip bones get closer to the ground. Your feet should be at about 90-degree angle, but wherever you are right now, try not to fidget or move around too much, and just find a position that you can sink into, one breath at a time, sinking deeper. Good. Put your mind into your hips and really try to ask them to relax even more. Nice, calm breathing will help them relax. Good job. Almost there. Okay, slowly come up. Be careful. Bring your knees together and get ready for another child's pose. You can bring your knees wide or keep them together, and you're going to sink down over your knees with your forehead touching the ground. And just stay here for another 30 seconds. Remember to release tension as you breathe deeply and exhale. Good job. We'll hold here a bit longer since you've done a lot of big stretches and we have more coming. Okay, come up. And now we'll get ready for another type of frog. This time your knees are going to go out and your feet are going to touch each other, the bottoms of your feet. This is called diamond frog. We'll do this for 60 seconds. The knees should be pulled apart as high up as possible with your feet still touching. And the goal is to get your heels and your feet closer to the ground as you release tension in your hips. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, and let the muscles relax, allowing your feet to come closer to touching the ground. This is a 90-second stretch, not 60 seconds. A little bit longer than I said at first, but you're doing great. Just do your best. Good job. We'll hold this longer, but we're almost done. Slowly come out now. Be gentle with your body. And we're going to do something to relax again. Take a moment to relax your body and get ready for child's pose once more. However it feels comfortable to you. Gonna curl up in a ball if you like. And just breathe here for 30 seconds. Good work. Keep relaxing, following your breathing. Good. You can come up now. Now we're going to get ready for a new series of stretches starting in middle split. So you'll need to get space on the ground. And let's start with a straddle good morning. You're going to keep your back tight, your abs tight. Make sure your back stays arched as you do this. Actually, we're not going to do straddle good morning. We're going to do the middle split to the side. The right foot is going to be pointed up and the left foot is pointed. Right foot is flexed, left foot is pointed. Your right hand's going to come over to the right side. Your left arm is going to come in front of your body. You can grab your flexed foot with your right hand. This is an active stretch, so no part of your legs are very passive here. Your right toe is flexed. Your left foot is pointed with the quad tight. Make sure you're squeezing the quad, squeezing the kneecap on the left side. Think about opening your chest through the window as much as possible. So pull your head through that window. Reach your arm over your head while your left arm reaches through to your leg that's straight. And just breathe here. We're almost done. Good, you can come out. That might have been confusing, but now you're repeating on the other side. So your right foot is now pointed with your left foot flexed. Your right arm is reaching over, grabbing the foot. While your left arm is in front of your body as best as you can get it. It's important that both butt bones stay on the ground, especially your right side. So the right butt bone is pushed hard into the ground, and the only way you're going to do that is if you flex and squeeze the right quad. Both legs are active in this stretch. Good job, almost done. One big breath in and exhale. Slowly come out of your stretch. Now we're going to stay in straddle, but you might want to not go as wide for this stretch because this is a pretty tough stretch. This is called the Good Morning Straddle. Hands will be behind your head. You're going to keep your toes pointed and reach your chest as close to the ground as possible and as feels safe. We'll do 10 reps. This is number 3. 4. 5. Try to keep your little toes pointed towards the ground behind you. Don't let your legs shift forward. In other words, keep your kneecaps as close as pointed to the ceiling as possible. Keep them pointed up. A couple more reps here. If you can do 10, great, and if not, that's okay. Next time. Now we're going to stay in straddle and do walks with our hands for 1. Now to the other side, walk your hands, keep your arms straight. Keep your chest low to the ground. 2. Now to the other side, walking our hands with straight arms. 3. Keeping that chest low. 4. If you're able to, you can step to the outside of your leg. 5. Good job. Keep it up. You're doing really good. 6. 7. 8. 9. You got this. These are hard. Do what's right for you. If you need to do less reps, that's okay. And that's our final rep, 10. You can take a moment to relax if you need it. We're going to stay in the straddle and get right into bouncing straddle where your feet might need to come narrower. We'll do 1. Keep your arms straight. Go back for 2. Try to lift with your arms first. Chest low to the ground. 3. Keep your core tight. 4. Keep your kneecaps pointed up towards the ceiling. Your legs should be very active, toes pointed strong. 6. 'Do what you can. 7. This is tough. You might need to build up to it, and that's okay. 8. 9. And final rep going across. For 10. Now get ready. We're going to go into sweeps. 1 with straight arms. 2 sweeping side to side. 3 keep the chest low. 4 good, chest low. 5. 6 good job. Sweep the arms for 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Good. Let's do a quick rest. That was a lot. Knees together. Shake it out. Now we're going back into straddle for our flying straddle, reaching our chest down, arms out to the sides, and holding for 1 minute. Go. Get right into it. If you need to bring your feet narrower, that's okay. Just do your best. Do what you can for today. Your back should be straight, not curved. We want to keep the nice arch in the back. And remember, this is an active position. Squeeze the legs, point the toes. You got this. Shaking is normal. It's okay. Breathe. I know it burns. You got this. Keep it up. Challenge yourself and go deeper if you can, and if not, that's okay. Good. Now you're done. Feet together for another butterfly or diamond stretch. Bring your knees apart, arch your back, and sink your chest to the ground. Take it easy. This stretching series gets pretty tough at the end, so do what's right for you today. This is a series that you get better at over time. There's no need to rush this one time. Think of the long haul. Think of all the consistency adding up. Okay, good job. Keep going. Almost there. Remember to exhale. Follow your breath. And you can come out slowly now. Now you're going to need a space on the wall for wall straddle. Make sure that it's wide enough so that your feet can open apart. We're going to get our butts as close to the wall as possible, and we're going to stay in this stretch for 2 minutes with your legs wide. So start with your butt against the wall and let your feet separate, and we'll stay here for 2 minutes. And we'll just let the legs and gravity pull them apart. You can use your hands if you need some assistance pulling your legs apart, or gravity might be pulling them down just enough. Just relax and breathe here. Good, keep it up. Keep breathing deeply. Imagine the muscles lengthening in your inner thigh. Picture what the muscles are doing so that when you breathe and exhale, you can ask them to let go and go deeper into that stretch. That mind-muscle connection is really important in all kinds of physical feats, whether it's strength building or stretching and everything in between. We want to have an awareness of our muscles. Imagine what they look like, what they're doing in these movements, so that you can communicate with them. You'll get faster results if that communication is strong. Good job. Keep it up. Now you can be done. Bring your feet together slowly. And we're going to separate them again for wall slides. That was 1 rep, now 2 reps. Don't let your feet slide on the wall. Every time you come back together, that's 1. So you should be completing rep 3 now. Feet meet at the top. Don't touch the wall as you slide back down to straddle. Keep the toes pointed. And if you want extra stretch at the bottom, you can use your hands. Accumulate 10 of these reps. If you need to do less, that's okay. No problem. Just do what you can for today. I call these wall straddle slides. Now you're done. If you've done 10, bring your knees together. Take a little rest. You can hug your knees to your body. Because we're not done yet, you have about 3 more big stretches. Now you're going to need to stand against the wall, facing the wall in a wide stance. You're going to do something called iso middle. I want you to squeeze your legs together with the legs staying straight and locked out. This is going to burn on the inner thighs. Now relax and find a wider stance. Good. Going to hold that for 10 seconds. Squeeze the feet together. 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now go even wider if you can. This is the position you're going to stay in for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So make sure it's not too wide. And start. Now, you're in a wider position, facing the wall. Make sure that your hip bones are squared. And you're pretending that you're trying to slide 2 pieces of paper under your feet closer together. But it's really hard to slide your feet on this floor. So what ends up happening is you get a big contraction of the muscles in your inner thighs. If you want to go deeper, you can. If you need to back off, that's okay, but we're not done with this hold yet. Keep holding, keep squeezing the legs together. This is for the adductors, the muscles that pull the legs together. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing. I know it burns. If it burns really bad, you're doing it right. Your inner thigh muscles will thank you for this. Keep it up. You're doing great. I know it hurts. I know it burns. You might be shaking like crazy, and it's okay if you are. That's a good sign. Almost there. Almost there. Breathe. Breathe through it. We're so close. Okay, come out. Good job. What a long hold. Now relax, bend your knees. Take a moment. That was a 90-second stretch, a 90-second hold, I should say. Now you have 2 more movements for the day, and then you'll be done. I'm just giving the legs a break from that brutal hold. Now we're going to lay on the floor on our backs and do the supine flares. Feet are wide, legs are wide. You're thinking about making a circle with your feet. They're moving out to the outsides as much as possible. Training for the splits, getting wide as you circle around. Like helicopter. Good job. Keep the feet straight. Ideally, you have enough room to make wide circles, and you're trying to take yourself through the middle splits on the transition. We're doing 10 reps, by the way. Keep your back pressed into the ground by contracting your abs. Your back should not be arched. It should be pushed into the ground. Good. 10 reps. Hug the knees to the chest when you're done. And get ready for the final exercise today called the Straddle Rolls. Once you've done 10 supine flares, give yourself a little break. And now let's get ready for those straddle rolls. Doing as best we can today. Start in the straddle. You're going to roll over into the splits. Hip bones touch the ground. Bring your feet together and then push back for 1. Let's do it again. Lean forward to get started, and then feet come together. Roll back up. You can roll onto your elbows for 2, Do these at your own pace. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to catch up. If you want to pause the video and do 10 on your own, you can. You can also do less today. It doesn't have to be 10. Ideally, you're able to do 10. But if you're new to this, or if it's been a while, or it's just one of those days, do less and come back to it next week. Just give your best for today. I'm at 4 reps myself. It's okay to take breaks. These are tough, and we want to make sure we're doing them well. Good quality reps. Good. You're essentially pulling yourself through the middle splits as best as you can do them. That was 5 reps. This is training for the middle splits, so it's not expected that your hip bones will touch the ground immediately as you roll through. Keep the legs straight, flex the toes, or point the toes, I should say. Make sure your legs are strong as you do this. The quads should be flexed. Good. We're just accumulating our reps, whether it's 10 or 8 or 6 or 5, whatever you can do today. Do your best. That's all you can ever do. Every day is different. It's a tough one. Take your time and accumulate your reps. Rest if you need, but not too long. You don't want to lose the motivation. You're doing great. You should be getting close to being done. About 2 more reps, 1 more rep. Let's finish strong. Okay. Great job. You're done for the day, and you are so much closer to middle splits. See ya.